Hi, Lena here. I was thinking about what it really means to walk by faith and not by sight. If you know the entire road ahead of you, then you're not walking by faith, are you? Then you're walking by sight because you know what lies ahead. You don't have to trust God. But on the other hand, if you just have to take that first step and you really don't know what comes next, and you have to take that step and just trust that this is what God wants you to do, then you are walking by faith. And the reason that God wants us to live this way is because He wants us to completely trust Him. Trust Him like a little child. Trust His Father. Trust His Father's goodness and provision and protection and guidance. That's how God wants us to live and function in our relationship with Him. And I can tell you from my own experience that, when I just take that first step of obedience, I take that first action step that I believe God wants me to take, then He shows me the next step. When I take that step, He shows me the next, and so on. But only one step at a time. And the more I walk in obedience, the more truth He gives me, the more He guides me. In the Lord's Prayer, Jesus, He didn't say, God, give us today our next month's provision of bread, did He? No, He said, give us today our daily bread. And why is that? Well, it's because God wants us to trust Him on a constant basis, day by day, moment by moment. That is how He wants us to live. So, you know what? If you are right now kind of at a crossroads and you feel uncertain about the future and not really sure what God wants you to do, just go to Him in prayer and trust that He will guide you and give you wisdom for what to do, and take that step of obedience. Take that step of obedience and do what you believe He is asking you to do. And He will give you more truth as you obey Him. As long as you do that, you are in God's will, and that is the safest place that you can ever be.